finally time for that big review video that I've been talking about. Now, I'm not going to swatch all of the products because these are all products that I've hauled and swatched in previous videos. So to save time, I won't be swatching anything, but you can catch the video where I do haul it. Because there is one. Most of these are kind of chunked together in two major haul videos that I did recently, but I'm going to get right into it because there's a lot here. First off, this I dropped it twice. That's why it's all shaken up at the top. I love this stuff. This is the Simple Cleansing micellar water, I don't know. Anyway, it's really great for taking off makeup. You just put a little bit on a cotton ball and it's really good at taking off makeup. I use this on really light makeup days, natural kind of makeup days. It's not so great with really super long wearing products like long wearing mascaras, and I had to do a couple cotton balls for long wearing eyeliner. But for light makeup days, this is perfect when I don't want to pull out makeup wipes and I don't want to use like a cleansing oil because I feel like that would be too much. This is perfect. So this is relatively new, so I really like it. All right, I have a couple eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes to tell you about. This one is great. I used one of the colors in here. This is from Covergirl, and this is, I guess, their like new setup. This palette is called, what is it called? Oh boy. Number 705, Go for the Golds. And I really liked it. I used the number 2 color in the center of my lid. And it's a really good, I like using these with my fingers. Now the dark brown at the end is kind of the only matte shade in the palette. And I have used that with a brush, but otherwise I really like using my fingers with these. So these are really good. I really like this. I don't like a lot of the other quads that are available, so I think I'll just stick with this one. I won't be getting any more. The other thing that I used on my lids for this video is the Hourglass, and I got this from Barney's. This was the first one to come out, so it came out like in November. Now there are quite a few of these Hourglass palettes available at Sephora. This is the Modernist Infinity, I think is the name, Infinity palette. And because I got confused with the names of these, but anyway, there are a bunch more at Sephora. And I gotta tell you, I used this on my eyes in this video, and I've been using it since then, and it's not that great. The colors, if you don't like, you know, when you touch your brush to an eyeshadow for there to be a lot of fallout, you're not gonna like this. I just think the quality of it is pretty decent. I like the middle color the most. That's what I used all over my lid. I like the dark brown, the dark matte brown. I use that as well. I like it, but I don't love it enough to investigate and get more of the palettes because this is really pricey, an Hourglass palette, and I feel like this was 50 something. I think that's right. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm happy with this one. Definitely glad to keep it, but that's it for me. So if you're wondering about those, you know, check them out. This is one of those products I think you should see in person if at all possible before you invest in it. Next up, let me just get a lot of the palettes out of the way because there are a lot of those. I really liked, and I reviewed this when it came out, so that's a while ago, I think last spring, the spring or summer, the Maybelline Nudes palette. I really liked it, and I still use it. I have the Smokes and the Brights, and I do not like either. These just, the pigmentation on them is off. I feel the Nudes palette has a really nice pigmentation to it. Maybe I got a really good one. I don't know. But the Smokes, not that great. I was kind of disappointed in this. This is rather cool for me though, but even besides that, the silver, I couldn't get into it. It wasn't great. What I noticed with both of these palettes, this is the Smokes, what I noticed with both of these is that I needed backup, which means I needed to pull out a color tattoo, a Maybelline color tattoo, especially with the Brights, to make the colors work and show be pigmented on my lids. So I feel like nowadays at the drugstore, it's not like it was a while ago where that was kind of to be expected. So I feel like these missed the mark, and I'm just happy with the nudes, and these I wouldn't recommend. You know, and to each his own, but I wouldn't recommend them. I think the nudes is pretty decent, but those aren't. The Tarte palette, the Tartelette palette, this is the Amazonian Clay matte palette that they came out with. I actually really like this. I used this in a video probably a couple weeks ago. I had this on my lids. These are pretty decent colors, and I think this will really work for somebody that doesn't like crazy colors, that wants a palette that they can use quite often for day looks and likes mattes. So if that's you, this might be one to check out. There's some really decent colors here, and they swatch really beautifully. They are light. They are, again, like an everyday kind of, this is a great like everyday palette. But if you like, you know, purples in there, in a little kind of a, it's a light pink, you might really like this. So I really like it, and I'm glad. I have a chunk of it out. The black one, I dropped it, and the black one has a big old chunk out of it. But anyway, I'm happy with it. So this, if you are into mattes, it's great. If you are you really, really want something and you're into mattes, investigate the IT Cosmetics palettes. That's all I will say, because that's good. But the IT Cosmetics palette, the first one with the kind of a velvety, the Naturally Pretty palette, that's the best. So yeah, that's how I just feel about that. Let me talk about some powder concealers that I tried out. I told you I love the Bobbi Brown, the newer powder concealer, powder foundation. Powder concealer, no, powder foundation. Let's get it right, Crystal. The Bobbi Brown powder foundation, I already gave that a good review, and I tried 2 more. This one I told you when I hauled it, I had already tried it and I really love it. This is from Urban Decay. It's their Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. I have it in the color Dark Warm. Is that Dark Warm? Warm Dark? Dark Warm. And I really, really like it. It's fantastic. It looks really, really nice on its own. It's one of those that I will be wearing when it's warmer, definitely. And it looks super great. Everybody that told me that it looked really great to set the Urban Decay Naked Foundation was absolutely correct. That is a flawless look. I shy away from full coverage, but I feel like that gets me pretty close to full coverage using those two, but still manages to look natural, which is amazing. The next one I tried, I like even better. This is the Nars All Day Luminous Powder Foundation in Cadiz. That's the color I got, so it's C-A-D-I-Z. I had a hard time getting the right color in this. I tried Macao, which is my color for sheer matte, and it wasn't the right color, so I ended up selling that. My blog sale's up. There's only a couple items left on my blog sale, but it's high-end stuff, so check it out if you want some high-end makeup. I have Le Métier de Beauté kaleidoscopes that used to be, that are $100. I have them on there for $50 just because I had extras. But anyway, Cadiz is amazing. I love this. I will definitely be using this alone when it is warmer. It's a really great powder foundation. I like this better than the Bobbi Brown and the Urban Decay, because I know I'm going to get that question. I like this out of all 3 powder foundations. I like this one the best. So if you want to try that, check it out. I really think it is superior when it comes to you know, powder foundation. Not as great as my Bare Minerals matte that I've loved forever and I've gone through like 5 of, but that's the second favorite of all time for me. So that lets you know it's my favorite out of the 3 that I've tried recently, and it's my second favorite out of all the powder foundations that I have. All right, I tried this. This was sent to me by Bare Minerals. Speaking of Bare Minerals, this is their new Complexion Perfection. It's really neat. It's a tinted hydrating gel cream, and that's where my problem lies. I tried it with their new smoothing face brush, and it's dirty because I just had it on the other day. I knew I was going to do a video, but I didn't have time for my brush to dry. So that's what it looks like used. I really, really love this brush. Hands down, a fantastic brush. It's really, really good for applying foundation. I'd use it for other foundations. No joke. I really would. No joke. No hesitation is what I mean. This Complexion Rescue, did I call it Complexion Perfection? It's Complexion Rescue. Whoopsie. This is really, really great. I have the color Chestnut. It goes on perfectly. It's a perfect skin tone match for me, but leaves me a little too moist and glowy with my oily T-zone. So it's not a great fit for my complexion, but it looks beautiful on. The first couple hours I have it on are pure joy. It looks amazing. They managed to give it enough pigmentation to cover up, like, you know, the little spots on my chin, but it still looks super natural, and it's like a BB cream to me. And it just makes you look healthy and pretty. And like you have naturally beautiful skin. But what happens after hour like number 4 is my oily T-zone. That's when my oily T-zone kicks in. So I tried it with mattifying primers, and that was not enough to really make this be something that I will use outside of winter. I know when the spring and summer comes, I can't get near this. But in this deep, deep winter like now is when I can kind of get away from with it with a mattifying primer before, and doing a pat down midday, you know, like every 4 hours, I can get away with it. Okay, this, I've been waiting to tell you about this for the longest time, and I gotta tell you, I know people hate it when I'm negative, and I just understand that I just have to be honest with you about my experience with the product, and I'm so open to your experiences, should they be different, in the comments. I have no problem whatsoever about that, because I understand we're all different. You might not have the same skin tone as me. You might, you know, be a little more tolerant of bad things. You might be a little more tolerant of issues that for me just are you know, just the end of it for me, you know, something I can't tolerate. But this is one of the worst foundations I've ever tried in my life. It is horrific to me. It's the new and improved Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect. Now, notice that sticker. So I really liked the old one. I used a whole bottle, but this new and improved is really new and horrible to me. Here's the problem. There is shimmer in this, a lot of shimmer. So much shimmer that I noticed it when I was applying it, and then when I went outside and I would look at my face in the car in the mirror, I was like, I want to get this off my skin. My friend said it best, which tells you everything you need to know about it. Oh, this is the color. Let me tell you what the color I got is. Number 11 Cappuccino. My friend said it best when she said, your face, you look like a Twilight vampire. You are you have that glitter thing going on when they go out in the sunlight. And I was like, girl, no! But she said it's true. So yeah, I would not recommend this. And one of the things that I didn't think about that made this such a horrible product to me is, I didn't think about this, but it's so true. Like once I started using it to test it out, I didn't want to use any of my usual stuff to blot my makeup because I didn't want the glitter on it. So, you know, my Mally Face Defender, anything that I used to blot during the day, I didn't want to use it because I was going to get that glitter on my thing. So that's another thing. If you like that, you have to think about the fact that you better not need to touch up, or you better be okay with getting it. It's full of glitteriness. I don't know what they were thinking. I think that, you know, commercially might look great on somebody if you were doing like a photo shoot or whatever, because it would look so glowing. But in everyday use, if somebody is close enough to you, like if someone is right here, I asked people, I was like, do you see it? And they were like right here, and they were like, yeah, I see glitter on your face, all over your face, and down your neck. And I was like, yeah. So anyway, that's it for that. Now let me tell you about a great foundation that I was really excited about using and I really like. It is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is the color Macao. I really love this. It comes with a bump. Yay! I swatched this for you a couple weeks ago when I got it, and it's a really, really great foundation. And you know why? I absolutely hate full coverage foundation. I just mentioned that a little while ago. I hate full coverage foundation. I feel like I'm wearing a mask. Again, that's like a personal thing. I know that a lot of people love full coverage foundation. I feel like I have a mask on. It's really uncomfortable to me to wear full coverage foundations. That's why I do not review a lot of them. This gives you full coverage though in like 2 drops, I feel like. So I really like this because it gives me the full coverage effect, but it's so lightweight that it just feels like you didn't hardly put anything on, if you can imagine. The other thing is I got a lot of comments when I said that I love this recently on Instagram, and a lot of people had questions. I'll tell you, I used this, my favorite way to use this was with my fingers. You need, now the marketing on this I think is totally wrong. They say you need a drop for your whole face. That I'm gonna call bull on, okay? I didn't need a drop, okay? I needed 2 drops, but like 2 pumps of it, like, and it's not real pumps, they are more like drops when you use this, but I needed very, very little to do my whole face. In fact, I went a little overboard at first, which was why, for me, I need to do this with my fingers because I have the ultimate amount of control. And I do like the fact that a high-end foundation, you need so little of it. I don't want this getting sucked up into a brush. So I like using it with my fingers, which I know a lot of people just will not use foundation with their fingers. So you can go ahead and use your brushes, but I'm gonna get a lot out of this bottle, so I will be using my fingers, but you need a tiny amount to have a full coverage effect. The only other thing I will say is they're crazy when they say you need a drop. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I never was able to get by with the drop. The other thing that is very interesting is this is called All Day Luminous, and I feel like this is really great for someone like me with combination skin. I was fine. When it goes on, I looked matte. So I don't know what that's about either, but hey, I'll take it. It's really, really good. So check that out at the counter. You definitely want to get a sample if you can of that, and just make sure it goes along with your skin type. This was a hot mess. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Instant Lash Extension Kit. Let me tell you real quick what's going on with this. All right, first of all, the actual little extensions get all over your under eye. They ended up on my lid as well. It travels, the actual extensions that you kind of tap onto your lids. This is what they should have come out with. This is like the best mascara, the Physicians Formula mascara I've ever used. It was fantastic, but had a little problem. I think it's just with mine. It was really, really messy. Look at this. I'm going to show you real quick. Oh, this is going to be a long video. It got everywhere. There's too much product. Let me get right back here. There's too much product. So I had to wipe this whole mascara wand off from the very top here all the way down to where the bristles start because it was so messy. So there's too much product in here. I don't know if you can see that. It's coming outside of the mascara and it gets all the way down the tube, but it's a fantastic mascara. I was gonna keep it if it wasn't like that, but these get just for the mascara, but this stuff gets everywhere. It falls all day on your face. I used it one day when I was wearing glasses, which was kind of good because you couldn't notice as badly, like people looking at me couldn't notice as badly that I had like black all down here. And I used it with my contacts and that was a hot mess. So I definitely wouldn't recommend this because I feel like, you know, maybe if you held a piece of paper down and did it, but they still fall throughout the day and end up here. And the weirdest thing is it ended up all up in my eyeshadow, all the way up through the middle of my eyeshadow, and it, you know, got in the corners. Not good. This actually turned out to be a really good foundation. It's their foundation, concealer and foundation in one, and I will say I didn't need much concealer when I used this. The only problem is it's not a great fit for my skin type, too oily midday. This is Golden Toffee, the color that I use, and it's like $4. So if you have a different skin type, if you're like normal skin, I say check it out because it might be just what you need. All right, there's a couple NYX products that I got from their new like spring line, and I want to tell you I love them. Okay, first off, this Intense Butter Gloss is the truth, okay? This is such a thick formula. I don't know, it's not sticky to me, but it's liquid lipstick, quite literally, not light at all. It's liquid lipstick, meaning it has that heavier consistency that lipstick has. It's not gloss at all. No. Stays all day on your lips though, so it's one of those set it and forget it's, which I love. This is the Toasted Marshmallow, my favorite color. So I love these. I'm so glad I picked up a bunch of these. I think I picked up 4. I forget in the haul how many I picked up. The orange is beautiful. I can't wait to wear that for spring, but really, really thick. If you like thick products and that's not gonna bother you, then I think you'll like that. So, but remember, it's thick, not sticky. It's like they literally melted down a lipstick tube. So just remember that, because a lot of times when we hear liquid lipstick, a lot of people that make liquid lipsticks I like out there, it's a very light formula. That's not it. That's a creamy, thicker formula, but it's good. The other thing from them, these I loved. I love these better than the actual, the liquid lipsticks kind of things. What are they called? Intense Butter Glosses. I like these better. These are the high voltage lipsticks, and this is the most beautiful red color. People stopped me everywhere I went when I was wearing this red color. It's called Hollywood. It's a beautiful, beautiful red, and these are such great lipsticks. They stay put all day. Love them. Such a good product, and I have like 4 of those, and I'm glad because I can do something with that. Those are just amazing. I could wear those every day. Those are like my favorite low-end or you know, inexpensive lipsticks. This I wore in the last video, and it's amazing. Everybody asked me when I was wearing this if it was Ruby Woo. That's where everybody stopped me and asked me if I was wearing Ruby Woo. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. A lot of people asked me to review, and it's #1 Always Red, and I feel like I looked it up yesterday and it's out of stock, but I think they're so popular, they've been in and out of stock on the Sephora website. This is Ruby Woo. I think it's the same darn color. It is Ruby Woo, but it feels fantastic on the lips. Doesn't feel drying at all. Not drying at all, stays put. Okay, let me tell you what I did with this. This is amazing. I was telling my friend this and she's like, oh, I gotta get it. I had this on all day, 7 in the morning. I came home from work, shampooed and conditioned my hair. And I was like, should I take this off before I do that? I was like, no, I'm gonna see what happens. This lasted through a shampoo, condition, deep condition, and was fine. It looked like I just put it on. So I think that's enough of a review on that. That's pretty amazing. All right, this didn't fare as well. This is the, oh, and it comes off really easy. All you have to do is I used cleansing oil. I put cleansing oil on a cotton ball and it came all off in like one swoop. Amazing. And I wore this like 5 times and every time it was like that. Came off like a dream. This does not come out like a dream. It's the Rimmel London Provoca-Lips 16 Hour and I got it in Kiss Me You Fool. This looks beautiful on the lips. It stays all day perfectly. It's a little more drying than I would like, but still workable. Put a little balm on before. The second time I wore it, and every time after that, I put a little balm on before it, so I was fine. You might need balm. It's really hard to get off. It's like the L'Oreal, which I love. I love better than this, really. I love the L'Oreal, the new L'Oreal one. I gave a review on that in the last huge review video, but it does take a lot of work to get this off. Several cotton balls. It's kind of like, ugh. It makes me a little mad. Okay, this is the new Bite Beauty Buttercream Lipstick. These are the ones that are hand cut that have the flat top. I'm wearing this one right now. It's called Rosewood. I love this. This is like my perfect everyday color, Rosewood, gorgeous. So I would definitely buy more of these hand cut buttercream lipsticks from Bite Beauty. Now, enough said, they're just amazing. I love them. Oh, I forgot another NYX product. This is one of their new blushes. This is high definition blush in crimson, and it's really, really good. I would buy another one of these as well. Now, this reminds me of Nars Exhibit A. So if you've always wanted that, get this instead. It's a lot cheaper. Again, the color name is Crimson. It's a beautiful blush. Beautiful blush. Stays put all day. My cheeks, they eat blush. Not a problem with that. It is a blush that will stay put exactly where you leave it. Okay, last thing, contour kits. I've gotten a bunch of contour kits lately, and I apologize. I had to return them before because I took a while trying them out. I had to return, you know, I had them for weeks and didn't try them, and then, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I tried the Laura Mercier cream contour kit, returned it. It was no good for me. No good at all. Didn't like that. The Kat Von D, I didn't like that one either. The Kat Von D contour kit, I didn't like that either. You know what is the one and only that I kept and that I will use? I use today. I use it when I'm really into contouring, and I use it like today when I'm just doing a little something something. It's the Anastasia one. And Anastasia kits, they come in light to medium, medium to tan, and then I have the deepest one. Maybe it's tan to dark. I don't know. But this is the one I have and I love, and I'm satisfied with it. I don't know if I'm going to try it. Let me know if you want me to try the cream one, because they just came out with a cream contour kit. I'd be willing to try it if you want to know about it. But this is it for me. I love it, love it, love it. And this, I looked at Sephora before I started this video, and they have the light to medium, medium to dark, or tan to dark. No, they have the light to medium, medium to tan. Those two up on the Sephora website. I got this from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, so you might have to go there for this. I haven't seen this one on the Sephora website, so it's on the Anastasia website if you really, really are into it and want to get it. But I love it. I think I spend most of my time with these two colors. This is an orange. It's really, really good. And this is the one I use to contour, and I'm not so crazy about, this is okay, the light color. It's okay. I use it occasionally, but I usually stay right in here, and I'm really happy with it. So, yeah. Guys, that was everything. I'm sorry, it was just a lot of stuff, but I'm glad we got it done. I love doing videos like this for you where I can tell you my experiences with the products. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer your questions because I know this is quick and it's a lot of information about a lot of products. But I hope you like this format, and this is something you'd like to continue because I have more stuff coming. I've been a bad girl. I've been ordering some higher end stuff that you all have asked me to review. I put in an order for some Gucci items, some Charlotte Tilbury items. I tried some lipsticks. I didn't like her lip gloss, but I tried some. But now I'm going to try a bunch more of her stuff and let you know, hopefully with a video like this, how it is. So Gucci, Charlotte Tilbury, what else did I order? The new Nars Dual Intensity blushes. I did that. So hopefully you like this kind of thing, and we'll keep it going. So I'll let you go. It's been a long time, so I'll let you go. Thank you so much for watching and your support, and I really appreciate when you guys thumbs up. I don't feel like ever asking you to do that because I feel like that's kind of cheesy, but I really appreciate those that you, because some of you say that you do it for every video, and I so appreciate that, and I think it's really kind of you. But I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.